Yellowstone is our happy place, we decided we needed to try seeing some wolves in Yellowstone in winter. Since most of the park is closed in winter, we drove from Idaho up through West Yellowstone to Big Sky, then Bozeman, Livingston, and finally got to Gardner, where we made our base. It's a beautiful trip up, and part of the road is actually in the park. There are no entrance gates, but the signs show you that you are there. Okay, we're here at Bighorn Pass in the west side of Yellowstone. On the way to Gardner, we got some great sightings of bighorn sheep near Big Sky and elk coming into Gardner. We reached the northwest entrance to the park around 3 o'clock. We drove to Mammoth, where the ranger station was still open, and then headed east, making our way to the Lamar Valley turnoff. We didn't get into the valley because sunset was around 4:50, and we don't particularly like driving through Yellowstone at night. Even so, the first day was great. We saw pronghorn right by the road, a coyote trotting along, and some deer. Then in the last light of the day, we saw a single bull elk with a magnificent rack. We capped that day off with a gorgeous sunset. On day 2, we saw lots of ravens. They're common in the park, but we love watching them and their antics. Yellowstone's ravens are huge and are highly intelligent. If you take the time to watch them, you'll see them tending to their mates, preening each other, even playing. Buffalo are abundant throughout the Lamar Valley, and even though they are as common as the ravens, their grandeur always gets us. Same with coyotes. We saw a number. We spent the day driving back and forth through the Lamar Valley, and even though we spent some time at Pebble Creek area, where several researchers from the park were also trying to spot wolves, none of us had any luck. We ended the day with another spectacular sunset. The third day was the charm. We were up early and headed into the park well before sunrise, but just past Slough Creek, there is a pass that winds through a valley above the Lamar River and then opens into the Lamar Valley. We ran into a massive bison jam there. There were hundreds of bison trying just as hard to get into the Lamar as we were. It was cool and a little eerie that we were suddenly part of the herd making our way to the valley in our little red Kia Soul. That was really something. Finally, around 8:30, we got to Pebble Creek, and just as we drove up, a black wolf came out of the trees and wandered down a slope and disappeared again into a clump of trees lower down. It was a moment we won't forget. There's nothing like seeing these amazing animals in their natural habitat. The rest of the day was just as beautiful as the others, but we didn't see anything else as spectacular as that one black wolf. After another great day in the park, we drove back to Livingston and home the next day with the joyous feeling that comes from seeing that wolf. We'll go back next month. They are there, and we will find them. A quick tip: don't be afraid to ask other people scouting what they've seen and where. People like to share their stories, and you'll save yourself a lot of time just making uneducated guesses of where the wolves might be that day. And take a scope. We hope you've enjoyed this short travel and photography video, and please subscribe, like, and share with anyone you can so we can continue to bring you more. And as always, happy travels.